Okay, so before we move into big data, can I get a little poll? Finally, I know I've been talking about this poll for a long time, but here we go. I'm gonna launch this poll and just answer these very two simple questions. While I have you answering the questions, so for the link, I think the issue that some people are having is that they cannot copy and paste. So maybe you can try clicking the link, or maybe double check if there's any typos. I don't know if it helps you guys, because I just tested it myself. It works for me. I don't know, maybe at your Wi-Fi there's some, how to say, firewall or any you know issues with that. Maybe save the link somewhere and then try it later. Uh, but it should be working. Hopefully it will work for you. Okay, let's take a look. We have almost everybody already, 60%. Let's get some more answers. All right, cool. We have plenty full of people answering. Thank you so much for participating. I'm going to end the poll and we're going to share the poll results. Okay, has your interest for AI for innovation increased? Yeah, I mean, AI is definitely one of those things that is applicable for everything that you're going to do. To make your lives easier, wouldn't it be great if you had a robot like that video that can clean up your cabinet for you? So it's definitely something to consider going into. Do you think AI will take over the world? Yes, a majority says yes. So I think we have to stop thinking about zombies and thinking about robots. I think this is the takeaway from this whole session. You gotta watch out for robots taking over the world. All right, moving on. So the second big keyword, again, all of this is very crucial for this technology industry. We just want to give you an insight on all these important things. Big data is one of them. Data is crucial for making all kinds of decisions. It refers to the stored information and recorded operations which were performed by the computer in various forms. Big data can be understood as the same data presented in huge amounts of numbers. So basically data, but like a lot of data. This consists of information provided by both humans and devices. Big data is so large and complex that its size and storage that is unable to decipher and understood efficiently by traditional data management tools. So, if we have Excel spreadsheet that has a customer of like 100 people back in the day, and that's like, oh, that's a lot of work. But these days, big companies could work with, millions of numbers, millions of data from, Facebook would have like millions of data entries, how do we keep up with that? Well, we have technologies, coding technologies to keep up with that kind of information. Big data is just a definition of all these kind of data. Big data is driving a trend towards behavioral optimization. Personalized law, which is illegal decisions and rules, are optimized for the best outcomes, where law is tailored to individual consumers based on analysis of past data. Okay, data can help organizations understand their audience much better, right? Art companies can use this big data to assess their audience needs and gaps and any gaps in their current offerings. Art organizations like companies need to build relationships with their audience and to increase their loyalty. So we have all these big data, we can analyze it, see how it works. Maybe there's a gap. Maybe with all this data, we can see that, we need to touch upon this market, or we need to focus on something else. And analyzing this big data is important to understand. And yeah, so data analyst is a great career path if you guys want to consider. Since everything leaves a digital footprint, the unprecedented digitalization of our world has created opportunities for us to gain new insight from data that wasn't possible before. These insights help us improve business operations and increase revenue. So yeah, so just how we can use this big data to improve businesses, people, jobs, etc. more about big data? Oh, yes, impact. So in law, how does big data impact this? So we can build a client base, just a whole database of all our clients, fasten courtroom procedures, serves as evidence, transport operations. I don't know if anyone has heard of something called LexisNexis, Lexis. It's just like an online database of all, courtroom proceedings, all documents, a law documents. Can you imagine like even like 50 years ago, everything was manually, like lawyers had to go through manual books to refer to the laws, and now it's all online. You can find all the, online courtroom proceedings, all the documents online. So it helps us all, keep our data in one place. Film and music, consumer behavior and music recommendations. As we saw from the video, companies like YouTube and Netflix, they take your data and then they help you by using your information to push you maybe the shows that you like, the music that you like. You go on Spotify, right? And then it makes you a daily playlist, and these are like the music that the AI thinks you like, the similar music types that you like, and it's quite cool. It's quite cool. Or send you ads that you think you like. If you go on websites a lot, the website will push you those ads, and it's all generally helpful, sometimes not so helpful. Okay, so to get started in big data, applied data science with Python specialization offered by University of Michigan on Coursera. So even at Empire Code over here, we have a education sector that really emphasizes on coding, teaching Python, so if you're ever interested in coding, we also do that, but also these are some of the links to learn about Python, for example. Big data specialization offered by University of California, San Diego on edX. Data science specialization offered by Hopkins University on Coursera. Introduction to Big Data offered by USC, University of California, San Diego on Coursera. And Introduction to Data Science offered by Matisse. So yeah, a lot of big schools are offering a lot of information online, accessible to everyone. These are just some examples. Big Data and Hollywood, additional learning materials. Big Data and Hollywood, a love story by The Atlantic. So this is a little article. Big Data and its effect on music industry. Big Data tutorial for beginners by Ed Eureka. How Netflix used big data and analytics to generate billions by Celerity. The Law and Big Data by Cornell University. And yes, so moving on to the next topic, but before I do, let me drop you another quick poll. Oh yes, Roxanne saying the products you have searched ads will automatically show up. Yeah, but sometimes have you ever realized like if you say something like, let's say London travel, and then like suddenly Instagram will pop up like ads to London traveling ads, like flight to London. How creepy is that? So I guarantee you, like maybe after this session, you just say, I want to go to the UK, and then like you're gonna see ads for the UK. Like what's going on here? It's kind of creepy, isn't it? But yeah, generally you get these Netflix. I mean, products that you search for, it will pop up in your ads on the side and stuff like that. Yeah, okay. Let me post out this poll on big data. So, do you think understanding big data is important? And number two, would you like to learn programming, computer programming to analyze big data? So yeah, programming is one of those tools very important to analyze big data. So if you want to be like a data analysis, as a career path, or even like building like databases, then definitely computer programming is important if you're interested in something like that. quick responses. Wow, more than half already responded. Okay, okay. Alrighty. I'm going to end the poll here, and then I'm going to share the results. So, well, this is actually really surprising. Everyone says big data is important, and I do feel big data is important. It transcends every industry. You know, if you want to work for a marketing company, obviously that's important. A tech company, that's important. Any of the Facebook, LinkedIn, any of these companies understand that big data is very important. Even restaurants, even game companies, everyone understands that it is important. Yeah. So would you like to learn computer programming to analyze big data? Yeah. So majority said yes, and I do encourage you. As I mean, yeah, every programming language has its use in a lot of these companies. So you should definitely look into that. All right.